Good afternoon. I declare the graduation ceremony open. I request the principal to welcome the guests and all the attendees.
Esteemed chief guests, distinguished members of the management, learned faculty, special invitees, proud parents, and most importantly, for our brilliant graduates. This day belongs to you. It's a day to honor your commitment and to celebrate the realization of your dreams. As principals and management of Michael Institutions, we are filled with pride and see our mission come to life. The guiding philosophy of Michael Job Institutions has always been about empowering the culture. We believe deeply that education is the most powerful tool for transformation, enabling every Indian to be healthy, safe, economically independent, and in control of her own destiny. You, our graduates, are the living proof of this mission. You have not just learned a degree, you have gained confidence, knowledge, and courage to be the leaders in your communities and pioneers in your fields. A very special welcome to the parents, guardians, and families gathered with us today. On behalf of the entire management and faculty, we want to express our deepest gratitude and respect for you. This ceremony is not just for our students, it is the celebration of your sacrifice, your encouragement, and your unwavering support and belief in your daughters. A very special welcome note to our esteemed heads of the departments and the dedicated members of the faculty, and sincere gratitude for your invaluable contribution to the success of our mission, which is being witnessed now. Congratulations once again to our phenomenal class graduates. We wish you all the very best. Welcome you all once again. I invite Mr. Koshi to present the presidential notes.
Good afternoon. It should be somehow like what I'm all sleeping or yes. At lunch, no? Or now you're feeling sleepy. Sit down and go. Let me start by congratulating all the graduates. As you have gone through a long journey, and this is a culmination, one stage culmination of your journey. So first, let me say a small story. I learned probably when I was in primary school. Once there was this young boy get nervous. You don't know. So he thought if I was lucky with magic, life would have been very easy. The question, the answer should come. So he thought in the street, he saw an angel coming to him and said, "Hey, you wanted a magic pen?" He said, "Yes. Come, I'll take you and get you a magic pen." So he took him to a big palace. He took him to the front room and he found that the room was full of lots of books. So he said, "Where is the magic pen?" He said, "Now I go to the inner room. The magic pen is deep inside. But there is an exam that you have to pass to get the magic pen. How do you take the exam? At every gate there is an angel standing. And then the angel will ask, and if you answer three questions, they are going to. And now what do I do? I said, there are lots of storybooks, go there and read. She sat down and read all the books. Then he answered, when they asked a question, he said, "No." He passed, went to the next. And then he went to the 7 rooms. When he reached the 7th room, the angel is there. He said, "Where is the pen?" He said, "Now I go and buy any pen. You will be able to pass the exam." Because all these books that you read is now filled with your brain with knowledge. And that knowledge will form the basis on which you will take the exam. And that is a magic. Magic is the knowledge that you get in your head. Now it stayed back in my mind. So I realized that the family magic is the hard work. The people were sitting here, the old people, and they are the oldest, they're all young. But still we are old compared to you. A ground like this, taking the degree was the end of studies. We took the hard way. After the degree, I said, "Hey, liberation." I'm sure that after you get out, you take the cap and throw it away and say liberated. Why? We feel like we have finished whatever that needs to be studied. Now it's a time to take a job. You may become a teacher, you may become a taxman, you may become a revenue service officer, you may become anything. But studies are over. Now you will be some tool, something with respect to job. That's all that is there. We could survive with our knowledge with marginal additions all throughout their career and still retire. Now, I remember, of course, you need to be abreast of the latest development that is happening. But in a way, we consider studies over. Some people study further, some people went for PhD, some people went for postdoctoral, so on and so forth. But the world today is so different. Things are changing so fast. Technology has been changing even if 30 years ago or 30 years ago. Now when the internet technology changed, computerization the job is going to stop. Computers will take away all the jobs. It took away a lot, but it also added a lot of new jobs. There is no question like when we are in college like you, there was something called a web developer. Now, a lot of people became web developers. Then, now if you look at what we call social media development, strategy, digital marketing, quite a lot of these new jobs came with the aid. But now we know that we are all familiar with AI. And I'm sure that all of you have good exposure. Your principal and your teachers told me that they use AI and you use AI. You have started taking the help of AI in improving your studies. Sometimes cheating on your studies too. Sometimes cheating on your assignments too. Correct? So the thing is, it is changing the opportunities so different, so much every day. So you cannot say this while the sport gives you a manner of. Please understand that it's just the beginning of a journey of learning. Practically, you have to reinvent yourself every other day. and every other market. Many of the new technology is reaching so fast, many jobs that otherwise human being did will become irrelevant because computers can do all what 5 people could do. What for the work that needed 10 people, you need only one person with a computer agent that is there. But it is not going to take away, it is not going to make everybody jobless, it will make some people jobless. But if you learn yourself the new things, new solutions, new ideas, new suggestions, there will be opportunities. New jobs will come, which probably people don't even think. This is, just like one stage completed, a matter of celebration for your one step that you have come forward. But this is not going to stop. Only then you will become relevant. Otherwise, you will have to retire very early in life. Not when you are 60, but probably when you are 30, when you are 40, because you have not kept yourself updated. But when you go into this, what is this new technology helping? It is giving you, making you smarter, the way I look at it. Many of the students help you to do things in mind. One may you will become this. Imagine that we all do exercise. Why do we do exercise? If we don't do exercise, our body will start becoming weaker, get bigger. You yourself become unhealthy, probably. So unless you keep yourself fit through regular exercise, your body will start decaying. Same thing is applicable for brain too. Understand while a lot of jobs can be done by the AI, substituted by the AI, but not let your mind become numb. For example, like you said, I remember when we had to have a multiplication table. It was compulsory, mental maths was very compulsory. Today, even the primary school children, you use a calculator, correct? But does it mean that you should forget the ability to compute? Use probably the calculator may help you to multiply two numbers. But what numbers to multiply, you have to decide. So now, AI will give you better analysis. With the better analysis, what's a new service you are going to give? How are you changing the life of your fellow being? How are you doing the economy? These things become your question. Some people will become capable of surviving there and doing better there. And some people will become completely useless. So you have to choose what you have to become. Second thing, one was about the mind, about the brain. Second thing is about your heart. Is it helping you to be a good human being? Does it mean that we won't make mistakes? One thing keep in mind, is to be fair to your friends, fair to your family, fair to your society, honest in what you're doing. That is what the purity of heart. Purity of heart is not that you will not sin, you will not make mistakes. We will all make mistakes. The thing is, if you are able to learn from there, then this free time that you get, this new technology that you get, can be used to fool somebody and make more money. Cheat or steal from something else, cheat in an exam, you can do all kinds of possibilities. Whereas it can also be used to improve the economic well-being of you and your friends and your society. So it depends upon what is your intention. So three things to learn. One is the world is changing, you have to be continuously learning. Two, while you are learning, do not dampen, suppress your brain. Keep the agility and smartness of your brain. Use this tool. If you have a computer, play a computer game. There's nothing wrong, but it will improve your faculty and keep you smarter. Second thing is, when you get smarter, whether it is agriculture, whether it is in anything, you learn more to do better, to be doing the right things. So better heart. So these three things will never change. This was the same 2000 years ago, it will be there in the next 2000 years. But only thing that demands of this has become much more compressed. The transformation that you need to go through has become much more compressed in the next few years. So enjoy this to keep this continuous energy on of rediscovering yourself. Thank you. All the best. Have a great day.
I invite Chief Dr. Zaki Thomas to take it.
Mr. T. Koshi, other members of the Management Council, Ms. V. Krishna, congratulations. Congratulations to you for graduating as a class of 25. For me, it is a genuine honor to be with you and share your joy. Now, I can imagine that some of you might be looking up here and thinking, what is a 60-year-old man going to tell us about our future? And that's a fair question. I can't pretend to know specific challenges you face today or tomorrow with the pressures from social media and a world that changes faster than I can keep up with. But I do have one thing on my side: age, experience, and perspective that it gives. I worked for about 35 years in the government, and in that time, I have worked with some very smart ways other than I. So I'm not here to give you instructions, but to share a few stories. Your courage to face the immense power of your voice. First, let's look at this concept of originality. When I was growing up, the world put a very high value on conformity. A way to think, a right way to dress, a right way to plan your life. In my long career, I saw so many people trying to flatten them. The ones who left a legacy were always those thought and thinking and action. They were the ones who brought in their full, unique, and sometimes filthy selves to the table. Let me give you an example of a woman I am. Rebecca Ratai, a remarkable civil servant, and she came from a very humble background in Delhi. Her mother was salt regular and father bedridden. Studied in a government school, and through her love of books, made her way into St. Stephen's College, one of the best in India. When she joined the civil services, she had to face ridicule at the training academy. She was called a tomboy because of her non-conformist hairstyle and her outspoken attitude. But she never compromised on who she was. At the workplace, she excelled through sheer hard work, always standing for her principles. She didn't try to act like anyone else. She simply asserted a brilliant, authentic self. Today, she is the senior-most Deputy Comptroller and Auditor General of India, who protects the constitutional rights of the citizens, and an accomplished author. She is my personal hero in civil services. When we see lack of spine all around, officers like Rebecca stands head and shoulders above with their spine upright. She succeeded
not in spite of her originality, but because of it. Please do not ever believe the lie that your power lies in fitting in. Your power is in the very things that makes you different. Your quiet intensity, your loud laughter, your analytical mind, your creative spirit. The world needs you to cultivate these gifts. Second, let's appreciate failure. And this is a subject I know it is something about. I fought student. And I never had a chance to go to great institutions. I studied in a government-supported college. For a long time, I saw this as marks against my name. But time has taught me its greatest struggles. Think of J.K. Rowling, a single mother. Manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 different publishers. They all saw a failure. She saw a story that needed to be told, and the rest. Look at Kiran Mazumdar show. When she started Biocon from her garage, no one would ever give a law. They said biotechnology was an untruth and proving was a man's job. People didn't believe in her vision, but she believed in herself. Or consider the boxer Mary Kom, who fought against poverty and stigmas to become a world champion, and then returned to the ring after becoming a mother to even more to holding the flagstone. The late Shamnaz Bashir was a brilliant lawyer. He realized that underprivileged students who faced immense adversity were not getting into top law schools. So he started IA, increasing diversity in academia, to train these students and to give them a number of girl students have made into top law schools through this initiative. I'll give you two examples. Through IDIA, a woman named Karthika in Barbie breaking stones. She grew up witnessing violence and poverty, but she held on to her dream. She said, "My past justice." She witnessed as a child, and she still as a memorabilia because it was used by her uncle to hit her. Lucy Hemingway Soil from Mizoram lost her father, and her mother became the sole breadwinner of the family with just about 18,000 rupees per month. They understood that a setback or a closed door was not a reflection of their worth. It was simply an obstacle to navigate, to failure. If you are not stumped, the person who did that is unstoppable. These young women are of your age, that many of us